everybody. Welcome to the brand new Wiggles Enthusiast podcast. Testing 1, 2, 3.
I'm Sam, better known as Wahoo Hey.
I'm Jake, better known as Jake Wiggles fan or boss.
And I am Tyler from Wiggles Enthusiast. And of course, we are all Wiggles enthusiasts here today. Today, we've got quite a treat for you guys. Wiggles performer, Dreamworld performer, Humphrey performer, compilation compiler, I guess, and dubbed by the Wiggles as Wiggly Brain of the Universe. We have Michael King with us today. Michael, how are you, sir?
I'm going so well, Tyler. It's our last day of isolation for me, and I'm so excited to get out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 2022 has not been ideal so far, but that's okay. We're moving forward. We are moving forward. Let's start off with where do the Wiggles start for you, and how did you get into music and performing?
Yeah, well, so I was born in 1995, so that gives you a clue of where my Wiggles journey began. So back then, I went to my first Wiggles concert when I was 1. So that places around 1996. So Wiggle Dance would have been my first concert.
Oh man!
Wow.
You got to see the good stuff. You got to see
the
good stuff.
Show would have been more center shows. I don't remember it, unfortunately, but I did go. So that's when my Wiggles journey would have started back then, and that's how I got into music and performing, was watching the Wiggles. And back then I didn't even think of it as performing or playing music. I just wanted to do what the Wiggles do. Yeah. So I naturally fell into it that way. Yeah.
So I guess along with that, we were wondering, what are like your first Wiggly memories?
First Wiggly memories. Okay, so my earliest Wiggles memories was waking up as a kid really early in the morning, maybe like 5:30, and putting on my yellow or blue shirt and my black pants, running to the TV to put Disney Channel on to watch the Wiggles at like 6 a.m. every morning, and I'd follow along to TV. Yeah, I used to do that all the time. And then, of course, going to the concerts and dressing up, getting my Dorothy balloon and roses. Oh, it was so much fun. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm sure you guys.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember waking up early to see the Wiggles on TV as well.
Yeah. Oh man, they were good days.
Yeah.
Good times. I remember the first thing. My mom claims the first thing I ever saw of the Wiggles was the Playhouse Disney song. That I don't remember that. I was 6 months old, but I'll take your word for it.
That's so good. But yeah, I used to love those days. And, back then, they're all on videotape. So I'd always know how to use the video player. So I could just choose or take myself and put them in day after day. I'm sure you guys did the same stuff too.
Yeah.
Simpler times.
I have to teach members of my family how to use the VHS.
Yeah.
From all the practice I got from putting Wiggles tapes in.
That's it, man. Did you guys ever have to buy doubles of the tapes because they got worn out? I had to do that once or twice, but
yeah.
Wiggles movie I had to buy again.
Yeah.
That was me with Wiggle Time 98 for me, for sure.
Yeah.
I've had like at least like 4 copies of Wiggly Wiggly Christmas in my life as well.
Yeah. That was a good part about the DVDs. They lasted a little bit longer, so it's good.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So I have a question. So obviously you've been to a lot of Wiggles concerts.
Yeah.
But what was like the first one you like really remember going to? Because obviously you didn't remember Wiggle Dance because you were 1 years old.
Yeah.
But which one do you like remember? The first one.
Yeah. So I guess the earliest one would have been about, maybe about 22 years ago. So the year 2000. They did in Sydney where I used to live. They did a little club there. They did a show, Wiggles World Tour, they called it. And I remember Murray picked me up and put me on stage to give roses to Dorothy. And I got to hug Dorothy. So that was really special.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I love that. And then I remember the year before that, 1999, going to the Wiggly Big Show. I don't remember much about the show, unfortunately. I remember seeing the big red car go up the ramp. And I remember the train trip there. And,
Fair enough.
Yeah. And then I think the most vivid memory of a Wiggles concert is the Lights, Camera, Action show. I went and saw that.
Yeah.
Saw that in Brisbane. And I remember I dressed up head to toe as Greg, even sprayed my hair black. And then, when we got to the show was in 2 acts, Act 1 and Act 2. and between the Act 1 and Act 2, Paul Field would come out on stage and he did wiggly questions with the audience to fill the time, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And the questions were like, what's Dorothy's birthday? What does Dorothy like to eat? All those type of questions. And I won it. And I got a Wiggles show bag with a Dorothy puppet and a Wiggles sampler CD. And so that happened in that show. Yeah, so it's probably my earliest Wiggles memories. Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, to just pick your brain a little bit,
Cool.
Lights, Camera, Action show, Christmas Picnic is in the song list.
It
Was
is.
that performed?
I've got
from
I did.
memory. Dang. That's
I
all
wish
right.
I wish I did. It seems like looking back at those old set lists, Christmas Picnic was a staple. You know,
Yeah.
we've
Yeah.
never seen of it, but it's appeared quite a lot. You know,
It's bizarre how much it was apparently done, but we've literally never seen it before.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I wonder if they included the Henry the Octopus verse or not.
Yeah.
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 I wonder.
Yeah, because it was a way of getting all the characters out, but in the original we didn't have a Henry verse. So
Poor Henry.
Right.
yeah,
In the early 2000s, Henry was not shown the love he deserved, I don't think, necessarily.
I don't know if this is a question for later, but Henry is my favorite Wiggly friend.
Good
Mine
taste.
too. Fantastic.
There we go. I feel like he gets the best songs. Is that what do you guys think?
Yeah.
about?
For sure.
I agree.
For sure.
Yeah.
A lot of them for sure. I think Captain's probably up there too, like Oots,
Oh,
Captain
yeah.
Feather's Sword and everything.
Yeah.
But I will say what they should have done in Lights Camera Action Tour is right after I Wave My Arms and Swing My Baton, they could have been like, you know who else loves to conduct is Henry the Octopus. Here comes
Yeah.
Henry's underwater big band. Did Henry underwater big band in the show. That would have been the best.
Oh, we've been so good. Yeah.
The live band.
All right.
Fantastic.
Well, I guess that kind of leads into the next question. If you could
Yeah.
go back and watch any Wiggles concert, like any of them, like go back in time, which one would it be?
Oh, okay. I've been thinking about this. You'll Be Wiggling Big Show would definitely have to be one of them, and we've talked about that.
Yes.
Just the songs in it are amazing, you know? Just to imagine seeing
Yeah.
like me the Elf and all that on stage on that set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
We
I'd
Wiggly
love-
Christmas.
yeah, exactly. I'd love to see all that. I'd love to see, of course, the 1999 Big Show, because that's quite peak Wiggles, you know?
Yeah.
What else would I like to see? Even the Toot Toot Show. I know we've seen a bit of it on the video, but I'd love to see it in person and, you know, without the edits and
Yeah.
delete. Yeah.
For sure.
How about you guys?
Ooh, probably You'll Be Wiggling show also. To think about Toot Toot show though, like I'm actually now thinking about it, how much of the show we actually haven't seen. Like
Yeah,
it's like we've depicted that bath time was definitely in the show,
yeah,
and the puppets were in the show as well, which is kind of
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the puppets used to do a shopping centre show back in the day. I
Oh,
went
man,
and saw,
that
when I was a
sounds
kid.
horrifying.
Oh man, I remember as a kid even thinking they're so much bigger than they look on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember they were on stage in the shopping centre and there was 100 kids and just 4 people in black outfits just holding up the puppets, walking around the stage. Yeah,
That is crazy.
Incredible. Never even heard about
That is
that before.
crazy.
yeah. So I would have loved to see photos of that, but that's just in my head somewhere. Yeah,
Hopefully, full Toot Toot show, we see the puppets live.
that'd be so good.
Yeah.
So good just to know they're there. It's so cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Jake?
There's so many good Wiggle stories, especially from like the late 90s to the early 2000s. I think those were the real peak of
Yeah,
Wiggle stores. You'll Be Wiggling show obviously would be one of my first choices because just all the stuff, the set was fantastic.
Yeah.
The set list incredible. It's one of those shows that, you know, Wiggles don't really do like that
It
many.
sounds
like,
it sounds
crazy
made up.
songs. Yeah,
It does.
that's what I'm trying to say.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Christmas Star Live in 2000 sounds totally made up.
It does.
Yeah.
I think one of the crazy parts about the show is like I was like in articles it said like Jimmy the Elf was like an Elvis impersonator, but was like failing because he couldn't stop sneezing or something like that. Is that right, Sam?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's something like that. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Anthony, if you're listening, you'll be wiggling the show. Take notes. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
But Wiggles at Disneyland, I'd love to be in the audience for that.
Oh yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
historic.
That would be
Of course.
a good time travel. I'd go
Of
back.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can't go past the You'll Be Wiggling show, but another one
Yeah.
I'd love to go to is the Happy Holiday Show, 1995.
Oh yeah.
Henry's Underwater Big Band Live.
What songs do we think is in that show?
Everybody is clever. I depicted.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in that one photo, it's like it's kind of hard to see because it's pretty bright, but you can kind of see Greg walking around the front and Anthony and Murray in the back, like jumping. That's got to be the statues segment, I would think.
Yeah, 100%. You know, Wiggle Dance. I've got a theory about Wiggle Dance, and maybe you will pick your brains about it. It started with "We Like to Say Hello" in the old plywood big red car, and they cut it out the video.
Yeah.
What do you guys?
Ooh, I'd love to think that's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a wild one. So I feel like
you
the
could
audio video cuts, and I feel like maybe that's why they had the "We Like to Say Hello" track already for next year.
Yep.
But
you could be onto
That
something.
could be. You could be onto something.
It's quite strange how it just starts. They're already on stage, like
Yeah.
with them coming out. But
yeah, I feel like it could go along the back like the SSF store did later in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I would love to
Great.
see that.
and it was a Wake Up Jeff tour, so it'd fit.
Yeah.
I would totally.
That makes sense because like when you think about it, like there's probably no way Big Red Car wasn't in the Happy Holiday Show. So
Yeah.
like they had that ability to do that. So We Like to Say Hello would have definitely been in there. Another song I think is in Happy Holiday Show is probably Dorothy's Dance Party, because if you listen to the Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise, you can actually hear it in the background briefly, and it's a key higher than the original recording. So instead of an F, which is like it's actually in this key, which is interesting because I don't know. Maybe that could have been. Maybe it was easier for Greg to sing.
Yeah.
but you never know. I've lost track. What's the next question?
Getting into it. So yeah, I guess we talked about the concerts. Now we'll maybe pivot to some albums and some videos. So we were wondering, do you have like a favorite album and video from each era?
Yeah, so it always changes for me, but I should full disclosure say, and Tyler, you'll know this, the Wiggles movie is my all-time favorite thing the Wiggles have ever done. I just love that movie to bits. So I'm going to not say that today to keep it interesting. I'm going to just put that on a different pedestal. And let's start with the Greg one. I think, so is this video and CD?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah. So I think video-wise is Toot Toot. I think it's so iconic, that one. You know, we've got Big Red Car, Shake Hips with Wags, Move Your Arms Like Henry. I think it's one of the best OG videos.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And album-wise, in my head, it's Wiggly Wiggly World. I love that one. And maybe even Wake Up Jeff. Those are my two favorite ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we start with you guys, what do you guys feel for OGs?
Ooh. My favorite video is kind of split in terms of like nostalgia. It's probably, my favorite is probably Wiggly Safari.
Yeah.
But I think the best OG Wiggles video is Wiggle Time 98. It's just the perfect Wiggles video.
Yeah. I agree, Same as Yummy Yummy, though. I feel like if no one's seen the Wiggles before, you'd show them Wiggle Time, and especially Yummy Yummy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Bro.
The album, it's a Wiggly Wiggly World for sure.
Yeah.
It's a Wiggly World for sure.
For the video, I would have to go with Wiggle Time 98. It's very nostalgic to me, and
Yeah.
it's just a good video all around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for album, it's a little tougher. I always go back and forth with like my favorite album.
Yeah.
It was the Wiggles movie soundtrack for quite a while, but now I think it's Toot Toot. I just love Toot Toot as an album. So many good songs, not a single bad song.
Yeah, exactly. So good. And
Yeah. For me, well, I've actually, like you, Michael, I've got something that it's not really an album or a video, but it's something I have on a pedestal that's just separate. And that for me is TV series 1.
oh yeah.
I just love
Yeah.
that. The Wiggles House, the Captain Feathersword's pirate show. It's so good.
That's my favorite. Oh, that one.
But in terms of album or video for me, my favorite is Wiggly Wiggly Christmas.
Yeah.
Love the set, the animation at the start. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Album for me, the one I love the most is probably Here Comes a Song.
It's such a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lots of Jeff on that album.
Yeah. It's so good that they're in recent years been looking back at the album and bringing songs back. Yeah, I want Daniel and Molly to come back. I've been pushing for that.
yeah.
Best song on that album.
That's one of my favorites on that album.
Yeah. How good is that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I think Daniel and Molly might be like the first ever look at like the iconic Wiggles sound that really followed through the next, like everything else.
Yeah, definitely. So that was OGs. Now we move on to Sam. Now, when I think of Sam, my head instantly goes to You Make Me Feel Like Dancing. But my favorite Sam album is Hot Popping Popcorn. And so that's my Sam album. And video is probably You Make Me Feel Like Dancing. How about you guys?
Sam video. I'm honestly gonna go a little different here. Probably Big Show, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
Big
cool.
Show.
Yeah.
Album, I think It's Always Christmas with You is just criminally underrated.
Yeah.
Like genuinely. That's just amazing. I don't know if it's my favorite. My favorite might actually be Getting Strong.
Yeah.
Because like it's pretty interesting. Sam himself has said that pretty much that was the finished album with Greg. It's just Greg's vocals are taken out, Sam's put in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's very much pure Wiggles. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
a very good sounding album.
Yeah. Oh man. I would say my favorite Sam video is probably Pop Go the Wiggles. I find myself, out of all the Sam videos, I find myself watching that probably a little bit more than the others.
Yeah.
And album, I would have to say as well is It's Always Christmas with You.
Yeah.
It's always been one of my favorite Sam albums.
Yeah.
It's very good to listen during Christmas time. And I don't know. I really like it.
Yeah. That's a good pick. Yeah. Sam. Yeah.
I'd probably have to go video Big Show as well. Just that tour was so huge. They had so many dances,
true.
so many costume changes, so crazy.
Like 40 songs close to that.
Yeah, it had quite a few songs, and it was just nuts. Album, I probably think this is their best produced album.
Yeah.
And that would be Getting Strong.
Yeah.
You've got bass clarinet, you've got Mick Conway on the saw.
Yeah.
Lots of guitar, lots of bouzouki. I love that album. The instrumentation is very, very good on that album.
So over the years, I've heard mixed reviews on Let's Eat, but I love Let's Eat. What do you guys think about Let's Eat?
I didn't love it at first.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say.
I still don't particularly love it, but I like it way more than I did.
Mm-hmm.
I think what it was is the song. I don't love the song "Clap Your Hands with Dorothy," and that's like the second song, so it wasn't a great thing to start with.
Yeah,
but I love England Swings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I get you. Jake.
Yeah. Let's Eat. I actually have, same with Tyler. I used to not like it very much. And then I listened to it again recently, and I actually enjoyed most of it. It's a lot better than I thought. England Swings, I think, is definitely the best song in the album. It's And I don't know. I actually really like Let's Eat It Now. I wouldn't say it's up there with like the best Sam albums. I feel like It's Always Christmas with You, Getting Strong, You Make Me Feel Like Dancing. I think those would probably be my top 3. But Let's See, I don't think is bad at all. I actually really like it.
Yeah. And Sam?
Yeah, I'm a little bit mixed on Let's See. I think maybe especially when you compare it to like 2007, 2008 albums, the instrumentation is a little bit kind of sparser. There's not as much going on with that.
Yeah.
So I kind of missed that a little bit, but it does have some good tracks on it.
I don't know if any of you guys can guess my favorite song on that video.
Yeah, I have no idea. No idea.
And I recommend you all listen to it after the podcast.
Sure.
That's what you call digestion. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's a good song. It's not that bad.
I listened to it the other day for the first time in a long time. I was like, wow, this is good. Yeah. That's Sam. Then we go on to, what do we call the next one? Is it not
I guess
new?
it's the Emma era now, I guess. Is what you
Yeah.
call it. It's weird to say.
Yeah, that is weird.
My two of the Emma ones. This one's hard. This is probably the most difficult one. Album wise, it's definitely Choo Choo Trains, Propeller Chugga Chugga, Big Red Car. Yeah, got it out there. There we go.
What a title.
Oh, it's a big title. I can't even say it. Album wise, it's my favorite from the Emma era. And video wise, I'm going to have to say quite a new one, Lullabies with Love. I love that one. If you guys have had a chance to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It was quite good.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well,
you got
I was quite young when the Emma era started, so I do like to think, in a sense, I grew up with pretty much every era of the Wiggles up to this point.
Yeah.
So Taking Off is very nostalgic, but I think as far as album goes, that's my favorite. Wiggletown is very good. I like Wiggletown a lot, but I am a big fan of Wiggle Pop. I like Wiggle Pop a lot.
Yeah.
Video wise, I'm not sure. Maybe first thing that comes to my head is Halloween Party. I liked the Halloween Party video.
Good yeah, especially with the new set. It's so good.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
The new set's so good.
Yeah. That's what made it for me, was like the set and the sound. It's all coming back.
Yeah. Dom Lindsay.
That's it. That's it. That's it. And Sam, how about you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm a big Wiggletown fan.
Yeah.
And Rock and Roll Preschool as well. It's got some great songs on it. And yeah, like you, I also love Choo Choo Trains. My favorite song, my two favorite songs on that, Watching the Planes.
Same. Yeah.
And How Good Is That?
Yeah. Oh, mate.
That's a very fun song.
Yeah. Oh, and Jake?
From the day it came out, I have to say my favorite album has been Wiggle Pop. I love all the songs on that album pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic. Wiggletown would be up there too. It's pretty close, but I'd have to give edge to Wiggle Pop in my opinion. And video, I'd probably have to agree with you, Michael. I think Lullabies with Love is probably my favorite new video.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the like 2013, 2014 stuff as well, with like the outdoor sets and stuff.
Yeah.
And but I'd have to give it to Lullabies with Love. Just watching it recently, I've really liked it.
I'm a big fan of the story-based videos like Toot Toot and Rainbow. I think that's why Lullabies of Love appealed to me more. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, I will say, someone mentioned How Good Is That, the song. That song to me could have been straight out of like 2004, honestly.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like Top of the Tots for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that's just kind of what the era reminded me of.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. And then the new gen now. Yeah.
New gen now. Not much to choose from.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the Christmas special.
Guess.
I love that. Yeah.
Christmas special.
Yeah,
Christmas
that's
special.
fantastic.
I
I
have to
think we
agree.
can all kind of collectively agree the Christmas special was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
They copied a lot of the tracks right down to the original, pretty close.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really loved the version of Christmas Party. That was probably my favorite. It's been in my head for weeks.
That was good. I liked Rockin' Santa, and I think Sahai absolutely killed it on Ring a Ding a Ding Dong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
was
that's my favorite right there.
that was fantastic.
Yeah. My favorite was probably, I'm going to go with Paloma's Christmas. That was a great song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great clip as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sensation. Here you go. Woo.
So this
right.
is somewhat the same as the last question, but
Yeah.
it's what's your favorite song from each era? So just what
Ooh.
we did, both songs.
Yeah, that's okay. So from the Greg era, it's going to be it's Captain Featherstone. That's
Of
probably my
course.
or Dorothy's Dance Party. Those are my two favorites. I'm not including any of the big hits like Rockabye Bear or Fruit Salad. I'm going to dive out of those.
Yeah.
The Dorothy's Dance Party and It's Cap. Those are my two favorites. How about you guys for Greg?
Well, first of all, let me just go ahead and say to the viewers that absolutely none of us would ever diss the hits. I think Rockabye Rockabye Your Bear is
Yeah.
probably the best children's song of all time.
Oh, definitely.
But
Yeah.
at the moment, as far as Greg songs go, I'm just gonna go with "Just Can't Wait for Christmas Day." It's just
Yeah.
a perfect
yeah.
song. It is
Oh.
perfect all around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rockabye Bear and Hot Potato, they're on a different level. So,
Yeah.
That's like a
staples.
different thing. Like they've earned their spot. We're talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
like
didn't even need that and Toot
No.
Toot. Yeah, they're all.
absolutely.
Yeah.
They're basically nursery rhymes by now.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
can't wait. Hey, that's a great pick. How about you, Jake?
This is another one that switches all the time.
Yeah.
During Christmas time, it definitely was Just Can't Wait for Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Very recently, it was Zing Zang Wing Wang Wong.
Oh,
from
yeah.
Wiggle Bay
Yeah.
song. But I'd have to say now it's probably Boom Boom, and that's
Yeah.
another one that I like always switch back and forth of being my favorite.
Yeah.
But right now, I think that's my favorite.
Oh, so good. And Sam,
Yeah. I'm going to try not to name too many, but
that's okay.
probably something from Wake Up Jeff, I reckon. Henry's Underwater Big Band, or I Can Do So Many Things.
Yeah. It's so good. Wake Up Jeff is such a good album. I love that one.
Yeah, it's very solid.
Yeah.
Foundational. It's foundational.
Yeah, that was kind
Really.
of too, wasn't it? Wake Up Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don
So good.
Lindsay and everything coming on board for that one.
That's it, man. Oh, so good. So we've done Greg. Now we go on to Sam. I feel like my answer's still going to be the same. Hop Hopping Popcorn for Sam. And what's another album? Oh, no, that's the album wise. Song-wise would be Shimmy Shake for Sam.
I
Yeah,
agree.
That's a classic.
I agree. Should be
Damn,
for me as well.
yeah, Shimmy Shake. That's like next level.
Yeah.
It's I love that one now. I love the Dorothy dance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good run.
That's probably the best song on one of the best on Hop On Popcorn, maybe other than like Murray's Guitar Save the World, which is
Yeah.
Yeah,
a really great song.
good one.
Sam, favorite Sam song.
I like all the kind of little tracks on Getting Strong. So like the Five
Yeah.
Spencers and
Yeah.
When the Music Stops. There's
Yeah.
3 different arrangements of that. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, those are great ones. Yeah. Jake.
Probably mine would be the Shimmy Shake, but just to be different, I'll say it's Over in the Meadow on Sing a Song
Oh.
Wiggle.
I
It's a great
love it.
one.
It's such a good one. That'd be my top 5 too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tyler.
Ooh. All right. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and first of all say "Sing a Song of Wiggles" is criminally underrated.
Yeah.
Agree.
I'm probably gonna go with Shimmy Shake, but I think just to bring in a really underrated song, I absolutely love "Swinging on a Swing." That is
Yep.
a wonderful song with Mick Conway on the saw.
Yeah,
You know,
beautiful.
Yeah.
fantastic.
So we've moved on. So we've done Greg, we've done Sam. Now the Emma favorite song.
Emma era is just so weird to say. I'm not used to it yet.
Yeah.
And there's so many songs to pick. I'm not too sure. Holiday is sticking out in my head at the moment.
Good one.
And Come On Down to Wiggletown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving that. I'm going to say Come On Down to Wiggletown. It's probably my favorite Emma era song. Yeah. How about you guys?
Mine would probably be Today on Wiggle Pop.
Yeah.
So I just love the instrumentation.
Yeah.
Locky, just how he sings, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another one I really like is Come On Down to Wiggletown. It's a great
Yeah.
one.
Especially the live version we got. That was so cool.
Yeah.
That's an awesome video. That is an
Yeah.
awesome video. Amazing way to open a show.
Oh, it was so good too. Especially seeing the SSF sword come through the crowd. I was like, wow. Yeah. And, Tyler, what's your favorite Emma era song?
Honestly, I think Henry Likes Water. Henry Likes Water is a fantastic song.
It's a great song.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's almost comparable to like Ooh, It's Captain Feathersword. It's like the new gens like Ooh, It's
Yeah.
Captain Feathersword in a way.
Yeah.
It's like a completely perfect song. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I see that. Sam, how about you, my
Yeah.
friend?
I reckon probably what I said before, Watching the Planes. How good is
Yeah.
that? I also like Springtime and The Little Boat off Wiggletown.
Yeah, no, it's so good. One that just came into my head, Save a Dance, Do the Dance.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
classic now.
Yeah, that is
A bit of a
it's a modern
classic, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there are some Emma era songs that are classic.
Yeah.
Now. Like Do the Propeller's been a classic since
Yeah.
you know,
Since it came out.
yeah.
really.
That's now in the potato league now. It's like the.
Pretty much, yeah. Just about.
What do we think is Jen's propeller? Is it Dippy Doo?
Maybe. It could be.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
was about to say, I feel like it's a little too early to try to
Yeah.
figure that out.
Early,
I'd say.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can bet it's probably going to be Dippy Doo because they are really pushing that one because that is a very OG-esque song.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Maybe wait and
could
see.
be. All right.
But if you compare like the same at their careers at the same point, I reckon when the new gen started out, the Emma generation started out, Do the Propeller was at the forefront, and I feel like Dippy Doo is kind of in the same place for right now.
That's what I'm feeling too. Yeah.
A little bit of an easier question. What is your favorite variation of the skivvies?
Okay. You know what? I'm going to say the ones we have now. I love the new skivvies.
Really?
Yeah, I
Wow.
love it. Yeah, I didn't think I'd say it. I'm very nostalgic for the old ones,
Yeah.
but I love the new ones. Rider. And I love the design in them too. Yeah.
Now, would you say like the new design, like the brand new ones they like just got?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
latest one. Yeah.
Those look great. Those look great.
Yeah. So I'm going to say the current ones we've got now. Yeah.
I've got a soft spot for like Wiggly Safari up to 2006. Like,
Yeah.
like the stripes on the pockets and the sides, like the turtlenecks. Yeah, I like those.
That's classic. Yeah. How about Jake and Sam?
I really like the Bond skivvies that they had in '97. Those are just one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I like the more t-shirt style Bonds ones as well. I'm gonna give a quick shout out to the early '90s skivvies with like the random green polos and t-shirts and
Yeah.
skivvies every now and then. I just love that kind of mix and match that they were rocking back then.
Yes.
Of course.
So going back to concerts for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what is your favorite, or what do you think is the best concert that you've either been to or that you've kind of been a part of?
Ooh, best concert. Oh, look, I'm going to say it's one I went to. It probably was the 2010 Greatest Hits in the Round show.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
was amazing, guys. That was so good. I'm still waiting. I wish that would come up on YouTube because for opening that show alone was sensational. We had a big circus tent in the middle of the stage where Simon dancers will come out and they'd do like this big wiggly. You'd have Henry and Dorothy and Captain Wags starting the show, doing all the songs. It was so good. Yeah.
I need to see that.
So good. But then again, I'd also love to see like the Madison Square Garden show, just to be a part of that audience. Right. Yeah. And have you guys all been to those before?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love to go see the dance tour, Wiggle Dancing Live on Stage, as it's actually called. I was at Greg's 5th last show, and it was pretty amazing. I hadn't seen the videos or pictures we've taken from that day until a couple months ago when we booted up my old computer just because I wanted to see him again. And turns out my mom actually took pictures of the set list on the laying on the stage, which I didn't even know until right now. Yeah. So it was nothing out of the ordinary. It was like, what do you expect? But then what wasn't written on the set list was one of the videos we saw, and that was Captain and Anthony introducing Bumpadidle. Now, I don't know. We've never even seen or heard any proof of like Greg performing Bumpadidle up to that point. Yeah, so that was a pretty amazing discovery.
That is so cool to see.
For me, I'd have to say I'd probably want to go to the Celebration tour again. Just to meet Greg. It was amazing.
I want to go especially to see Greg. This was the early leg of the Celebration show. It's maybe about, I'm going to say May 2012. And I went up to QPAC in Brisbane and I got up on stage and did It's Captain Feathersword, standing next to like Anto and Greg and stuff on stage. And that was probably my favourite Wiggles memory, or one of them. But
that's amazing. That is amazing.
Just because of it, I love that song so much. So to do it next to Greg and stuff was I was like, wow. Yeah. That was special.
What about you, Sam?
Details on what concerts I went to is a little bit sketchy, but I did definitely go to the Wiggly Party show.
Yeah.
In Melbourne. My mum took a few photos.
Yes.
So I'd love to see that again. Like Silent Night, all that kind of stuff.
Imagine seeing Caveland on that set. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah. My friend was telling me for Act 2, there was no intro. They just Caveland started up and they just came out and started doing it.
Oh, that's so cool. And it's strange too that they didn't do Toot Toot at the start.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's definitely different.
It is different. I think that would have been really special to see, just because like that's like the only Big Red Car song that actually requires like a costume change from the dancers, because you got like the cows and the scarecrow, and
that's it.
That's really something different.
Yeah. At least we've seen about 10 seconds of it. That's good.
Yeah. Enough, I guess.
Talking about unreleased Wiggles stuff. What like unreleased Wiggles project, aside from like concerts, aside from concerts, what unreleased Wiggles project do you wish was released or finished?
Yeah.
Would that be like Wiggle and Learn with Greg, or like the Wake Up Jeff with the t-shirts and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's a hard one. I'm definitely going to say Wiggle and Learn with Greg. And at least that was all filmed, so that's good. That all put together one day so we can see it. Could just sound.
So.
I want to know what happened to Wiggly Wiggly Christmas, because we've seen Go Sandy Go. We've seen a picture of a party. How much of it did they do? We don't know. So maybe those two. Wiggly Christmas, the original, if it was done, and also the pilot episode. Got to see that. Yeah.
That was very strange.
Yeah. See the fire truck and hot potato. That'd be bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you guys?
Well, for me, maybe it's like, I guess it kind of coincides with Wiggle and Learn with Greg, but maybe that 25th anniversary documentary that they started but like didn't finish, that kind of talked about Wiggle and Learn with Greg. Like,
Yeah.
it would have been interesting to hear what they like had to say about Wiggle and Learn with Greg.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's true. And Sam, how you feeling, man?
Yeah, I agree with you. I reckon it's a Christmas party photo on that pink Wheel Dance SS Feather Sword.
Yeah,
That looks too good not to see. So
yeah,
I'd love to see like, yeah, and even other, they had a few like clips they filmed to show on ABC or something to promote the album.
yeah,
I'd love to see any of that stuff.
yeah. It'll eventually come out one day, I hope.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Right.
All right. Favorite Wiggle song to play on guitar?
Okay. If I pick up my acoustic guitar, it's Shaky Hips with Wags the Dog. Just because I go, wow. You can't get past that. That's so much fun. And then if I pick up the electric guitar, it's got to be Monkey Dance. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I love that one. And Tyler, how about you, mate? Because you got so many.
I've got a very specific riff, and I'm gonna grab my acoustic guitar for it really quick.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
I should say up Jeff too. That's another one I love to play.
Yeah.
Just for the solo.
Yeah, that is a good song. It's beefy.
I bet Sam probably knows exactly what I'm about to do, but that's in tune enough. Okay. For the acoustic guitar, it's definitely Hat on My Head. I
Yeah.
don't know how Terry Murray hears Hat on My Head and comes up with this lick. Like, that is just the best lick. That's just exactly.
Yeah, you got it.
Let's go.
Well, no, Sam, you don't play guitar, but we can ask you what is your favorite song to play on keyboard.
And
Yeah,
Sam, I
sure.
should say you're a keyboard genius, my friend. I've watched a lot of your videos. You're so good.
That's good to hear. Thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed them. I mean, I love to play Dancing with the Sand. Sorry,
Yeah.
Dancing in the Sand
Yeah.
on piano. And probably the one I play most is Get Ready to Wiggle with that live 96, 97
Yeah.
organ. That's very fun to play.
It's so cool. I love that. That's awesome, guys.
So kind of maybe along with this, we were wondering, is there a song that you've kind of got on the cards that you're really wanting to start learning or start looking at?
I want to learn the riff for Hat on Your Head.
It's tricky. It's tricky. It took me a long time to actually figure out how to play.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. You got it.
Yeah, I like isolated the guitar track somehow when I was like 12 on complete accident. And
Yeah.
I was just like, that is amazing. I'm gonna learn that someday. And then
cool.
finally figure that out.
You'll have to show me one day, Tyler. That's so cool.
If I can somehow come up with the words to teach it, then I will, certainly will.
Yeah, that one. What's another one? Ooh, it's hard. Hoopty Doo's in my head. I don't play Hoopty Doo enough. I want to play Hoopty Doo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. For sure.
that'd be so good.
One of the things that I just learned recently that I always wanted to learn was the Swim Like a Fish solo. One
Oh,
of like the craziest moments in any Wiggle song ever.
Yeah.
So
man.
underrated.
oh, it is. No, it is. It's the talent for that is next level. You know.
Yeah, it's off the charts.
Oh, guys. So, next question, my friends. What do we have?
All right. Well, this kind of stays in the guitar area of things.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Wiggles associated guitar?
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's going to be easy for me to say the Electric Matins, but I had the honor only last week to play the red. Now, I don't know how to say it. Is it Tauca Mini? Acoustic
Something
guitar.
like, I've always said like Takamine, like
Takamine?
Takamian, it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've never actually heard anyone say it. You guys know what I mean. I played that
Exactly.
guitar last week, and just holding that, knowing the history that guitar had
Yeah.
was amazing, you know.
Like that saw the Wake Up Jeff set. That saw
Yeah.
Big Show 97. That
Oh, yeah.
saw Wiggle Time 98, Yummy Yummy 98 sets.
Yep.
That was just
And it's still being
that that could be almost as iconic as the Maidens. Same with the Red Starry guitar, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's my second one.
Yeah, and they've all
Impressed.
played that red acoustic. Even Jeff got to play it on Silent Night.
Yeah. So just holding that was enough for me, and I got to play a few songs on that, and so that was cool. Yeah.
That is awesome. I think my favorite's probably the Red Starry guitar. I've been wanting to like build one, like out of like various Telecaster parts. Just like paint it, get all the right parts, put some stickers on it.
Yeah.
I think I'll do it someday. I'm not sure when, but someday I'd love to do it.
I'm on the hunt for a Yamaha YC10 organ to convert into a Red Starry keyboard.
Yes. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, we'll have to do that one day and put on a show.
Yes.
Sure.
That's it. That's iconic. That's probably the most iconic Wiggles instrument, I reckon. Is that Star keyboard.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
Every era it's been used. Every era.
That's it, man.
All right. I guess moving on to something a little bit different. What's it like getting to work at Dreamworld, and how'd that part of your life come about?
Oh, yeah. So I'll take you back. It was 2012, and I was nearing the end of my high school life. So like everyone has to find a job. And I didn't know what to do, you know. Then the auditions for Dreamworld came up. I'm like, that sounds like amazing, because they got Wiggles World there and other stuff. And so I drove up to the auditions, and in my head, I'm like, I'm not going to get in because it's going to be like hip hop dancing and stuff like that, and real intense like dance.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the place, to be honest. I've been there once before, maybe twice. And so we did the audition, and the dance captain came out. We're in this big group, and she said, okay, guys, I'm going to teach you a song, and then just dance, go full out energy, and then we'll pick you out one by one. And I'm like, oh, what's the dancing going to be? Is it going to be like kick and flip and get on the ground and do a b-boy hip-hop thing? You know,
break dance.
Yeah, exactly. So she started teaching the moves, and it might be hard because people are only hearing this, but she started doing this. She started putting her hands up in the air from side to side, and then she started doing that.
That sounds familiar.
Romping and jumping, and I was like, bingo.
You got it.
Because she was teaching Romp Pump Jump stomp, and so I thought, wow. And we only had to do 20 seconds of the dance when they played it, but because I knew it, I'm like, I need to stand out. So when they hit the music, I just did it like full out crazy, and then I kept going. Everything stopped. I just kept doing it, and that kind of put me in the judges' heads. Yes, that was amazing. I was like, wow. That's kind of like my lucky song. And then a couple of days later, I got the call and asked if I'd like the job. And of course, I said yes. And now it was 2012, and I'm still there now. Yeah. So that's
Awesome.
yeah.
So good.
And, the first week I was there, or maybe a couple of weeks after, that's when Emma, Lockie, Simon, and Anto started as a group, and their first performance was at Dreamworld together. And I was put on to work and be an usher for that show. I got to see the show, but because I already knew the guys and stuff, during the show, Anto got me up on stage, and I got to do Shaky Hips with Wags the dog next to Wags and Lockie in the first show. So that was a special moment. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So everything kind of worked out from there. Yeah.
Sure. Maybe that might answer our next question, which was, what are your kind of favorite memories of performing at Dreamworld?
Yeah. Well, that's definitely one of them, but there's been so many. And so besides all the Wiggle stuff, we do Madagascar live. It's like based off movie and stuff. And we've met so many kids and families who have become friends over the years doing that kind of stuff. I used to do a clown character, and when I first started, and I'd walk around the park all day from like 9 till close to 5 o'clock juggling. And I could juggle a little bit when I started, but after maybe a year of doing that, I guess I could juggle quite well.
Yeah, well practice, yeah.
Yeah, so I actually really enjoyed that experience because it was like this hardcore juggling boot camp, and then I could kind of juggle with so many distractions everywhere. So I'm very grateful for that experience. And yeah, it's just been great over the years. Like with anything, the cast has changed over the years. So a lot of the people that were in our department when I started have moved on to other stuff. So it's been nice to meet them and then meet new people and create music in our lunchtimes and stuff. That's kind of the memories I hold. Yeah, it's the people.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I always see the videos of you and like your coworkers just kind of jamming in like the locker room. Like there's this one video of you and this guy doing Baby Beluga that I see every once in a while getting posted. And I was like, man, that's a really good video.
That guy's name is Jonathan Levy. Give him a follow, guys. He's an amazing musician. He sings, plays every guitar instrument. He's so good. And one day when he started, I was playing Baby Beluga on guitar, just like playing it, and he recognised it. And in our office, not many people knew the song. And he's like, "Oh, how did you know that song?" I'm like, "Oh, through Wiggles." And he said, he's got this great story. He went to school, I believe, in Japan, a music school in Japan, and Rafi went and performed for them.
Wow.
Live. Yeah. It's a great story. I'm going to have to ask Jonathan to explain that a bit more. But so since then, Jonathan's always loved that song. So we immediately teamed up and I gave him the banjo and the guitar. We just did that jam. And then shortly after that, he moved away. He went to Darwin to do some work and play some shows. And while I was on tour in Darwin, I got to go to his place on our day off and we did a version of Tell Me Bar. And it's the game I've ever done. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. Your music's fun. Like, at work sometimes, it can get a bit mundane and stuff. And it's just once you pull out a guitar and get everyone singing, it just lifts everyone's spirits up,
Sure.
So I encourage it. Yeah.
For sure. All right. I guess we're going to circle back to Wiggles now. What Wiggles song has never been performed live?
Yeah.
That absolutely should have been?
Oh, here we go. Now, I do apologize if the songs have been performed live. I just don't know about it.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. I'm going to say, it's what I said earlier, the Dorothy dance. I'd love to see that one done. Yeah. Because it just worked.
Should have totally been on like a 2011 show or something like that.
Yeah. Right, it would have been so good. That one, what do you think? It's a bit of a hard one. Oh, okay. I know this one's been done, but I want to bring it back. Wags the dog. Oh me, oh my.
Wags the dog. Wags the dog for sure.
Just needs to come back.
It does. But we've had Dorothy the Dinosaur come back. We've had Captain Feathersword Loves to Dance come back.
Yeah.
Henry and Wags, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, I've just thought of one. Zardo Zap.
Oh, yeah.
If that was done live, that'd be incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing because Zardo Zap was actually mentioned on the Toot Toot Show poster, but there's literally no evidence of that ever being performed live.
No. So, as far as we know now, yeah.
As far as we know, but that's just this, like, why would you cut that from the video? It's Zardo Zap. Like,
that would go incredibly hard.
Yeah.
I wonder if they did a lot of that to make sure that the Wiggly Big Show video wasn't too similar to Toot Toot.
That could be.
Yeah.
That could be.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it could have the same line, I guess, and song. Maybe that could have been a reason why, but
yeah, it could be.
Actually, interesting trivia. The Toot Toot Show, aside from like the early stuff when they only had 1 or 2 albums, Toot Toot Show has the most songs from any one album of any show.
Yeah,
it's got like 11, 12 songs from Toot Toot.
Yeah.
They just went crazy and put in all the Toot Toot songs.
I guess because all those songs are classics. I guess even then they would have been you know.
Yeah, Toot Toot was instantly popular on the website at one point in 1998. The Wiggles actually had to release a statement like saying this is or like people have been like asking why are you not playing songs from Toot Toot in your shows yet? So they actually had to explain why they haven't yet. So
Yeah.
I guess Toot Toot was just super popular from the start.
And it's hard with this is just bands in general, I guess. When you tour an album, it's hard to put heaps of new stuff in because the crowds really just want to see your old stuff when they're not.
Exactly.
So I guess it's trying to find that line. But yeah,
Mhm.
they nailed it, especially for yeah.
Definitely did.
Yeah.
I think a song that I would love to see that has never been done live. I think it absolutely makes no sense that Swim Henry Swim was never done live.
Yeah, that's a good
Like,
point.
like really, in the era where Henry didn't get a song in a show, they had a new Henry song. Like, what's up with that?
Oh man. So many reasons, but that's such a good point.
Either that or like, hey, 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 we're all pirate dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was never done. I don't think.
No, we still don't know because we don't know the 1999 set list. So
Yeah, we don't. We don't.
yeah. Oh man.
What about you, Sam?
I don't know. One I always think about is decorate the tree at the You'll Be Wiggling show. Like some of the photos kind of look like Captain Feathersword's got Christmas tree ornaments on, but then
Yeah.
not on the list. So I think
What
that'll be
Like the best, the album or the DVD?
DVD.
Yeah. This one's hard. People go back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the
It's like, yeah, there's like a backstage picture of Captain sort of in the Christmas tree regalia, but for all we know, that could have been the Dance Tips with Captain Feathersword segment. Like, for all we
Yeah.
know, really, we
That's
never
it.
know.
And with the Wiggle shows, like those programs got printed months before the show toured, and the show changes every day. So I guess the reason they don't have the set list in the tour programs anymore is because it just changes every day.
Yeah,
And that's a good thing because it keeps it nice and fresh and exciting.
that's good.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think a Wiggles tour set list changed as much as Celebration did. Celebration possibly changed every single location of the tour.
Yeah.
Like some shows in the UK had like Where is Thumpkin?
Oh, I've
like-
seen it. Yeah,
And, like
even
Dorothy's dance party and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
really sometime as one of the opening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like completely out of nowhere. So that's fantastic that they changed it
Yeah.
that much. I think added up there was like about 35 different songs played on the Celebration tour.
Yeah, it's so cool. In school, I grew up and did a lot of musicals and stuff. So I did the school musicals and I did a musical theatre like program for a few years where we do a show each year. And I love doing it. But I don't really enjoy doing musicals anymore. And that's because it's so, like it says, learn these lines, say them exactly like this, stay here, do exactly these moves. I love the idea of Wiggles, how it's all choreographed, but I love how it's so like free. Do you know what I mean? And it's exciting.
Sure.
It's not the same show every day.
Yeah.
So it's always interesting. It's always new, and that's why I think parents enjoy watching it too, and the growing ups who come to the shows because it's not like so like rigid. It's all nice and free, and you can tell that the people on stage are having a good time.
For sure.
Making all jokes. Yeah.
Would you say that also applies to the Humphrey shows you do? Like, is that like a very scripted thing, or is that like sort of similar to Wiggles, where you can just kind of sort of let go a bit?
I don't know how Humphrey's known overseas, but in Australia he was a big TV icon for about 40 plus years. Yeah. So last year I got contacted by the company because they needed a host for a tour of the Australian outback for 2 weeks. And I learnt the show on, say, the Friday, and we're out doing the shows on Monday. So it was quite quick. And there was a script to it, and we did rehearse the show, but I said to them, there's going to be times, guys, where I'm just going to have to make stuff up because it's such a quick turnaround. And the show we did at the start of the tour, was not the same show we did at the end of the tour
Yeah,
because
right.
we did shows every day, and we just kept adding things and taking things out and saying things different ways,
Yeah.
and that's from Wiggles, and it honestly made this Humphrey show so much better. And we had to adapt to that Humphrey show too, because some days we'd play a big theatre, and then the next day we'd go to an outback town where there's 20 kids in the whole town, and we'd perform in like a little room they have at the community centre. So you'd always be adapting, and I love the challenge of doing that. So
Of course.
yeah, we kind of kept that Wiggles mentality when we did the Humphrey show, and it worked so much better. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Sounds
I
like,
guess. Oh, sorry, Sam.
I was going to say, sounds like Paul Paddock getting called in last minute.
Yeah.
For the show quickly. Okay, do the show now.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. And Greg's got a saying, he said in one of the documentaries, he said, the best part about the Wiggle show is you can run it backstage once or twice and you'll be right. And I fully agree. Yeah. There's a lot of hard work that goes into it, but
Yeah, for sure.
having it so free and exciting and fresh all the time is why I think it's so long. Yeah.
Yeah. And like even as an audience, if you can tell there's certain things that are happening off the cuff, it
Yeah.
seems more like genuine and
It does.
stuff like
And you
that.
feel like you're part of it too, The whole audience is experiencing this joke together,
Exactly.
Defense of anyone, it's always everyone's in on it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, next question. This one's a fun one. What are some of the songs that you're hoping to hear in the upcoming reunion tour that the OGs are going to be doing?
Oh, it's gonna be a good one. Okay. Captain songs. I want to see Friendly Pirate Ship is Rocking on the Sea.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
98
that's
version. Got to be 98 version.
Gotta be 98. 98 was the best. And we've still got the boat, so it's gonna happen. We gotta do that. I saw the first Wiggles reunion show back in 2016, and I've put a video up of it. They did In the Wiggles World, and that sounded so good. That needs to come back. Caveland, as we talked about,
Yeah.
we need to see Caveland,
Of course.
And what's another good one? Ooh, I'm going to say it again. Wags the Dog. I want that.
Wags the dog.
Yeah,
Wags the
Omi.
dog.
Yeah, I love Shaky Hips, but I think we need to give Omi Mai some time to shine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think some of the songs that absolutely need to be in the show are Ood's Captain Feathersword,
Oh, yes.
Here Comes a Bear,
Yes.
Dorothy the Dinosaur,
Yeah.
Move Your Arms Like Henry, and like you said, Wags the Dog. Those are
Yeah.
just they're essential. They need to be there.
Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Jakes?
I think one I'd really like to see is Lights, Camera, Action.
Yes.
It'd be a great song to see him do again. One of the Henry songs, like Henry's Underwater Big Band, I'd love to see.
Yeah.
Henry the Octopus.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
I would love to see that. Even seeing like Move Your Arms Like Henry again would be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how realistic this is, but I'd love to see some Christmas deep cuts like
Yeah.
Doing a Dance or Christmas Picnic or Let's Clap Hands.
Yes.
And also either or both of Move Like an Emu and Do the Owl.
Yes. I like those. That's cool.
Absolutely.
Personally, some new songs, like mix it up a bit, because from the other reunions, because we've seen those quite a bit, so it'd be cool to see all those new songs and stuff.
Yeah.
Get a chance to hear more new live versions of Greg. It'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I had even suggested that they like have this like a spot in the set list that they can like sort of switch songs out. So like Do the Owl one night, Move Like an Emu in one night, or like DORTHY one night, Would You Like to Dance the next night, or something like that. Keeps it fresh for the audience and for the Wiggles, I think something else I'd really love to see. I don't know how realistic it is, but like a mashup of We Like to Say Hello and Big Red Car, possibly following after Toot Toot. I think that'd be super cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Just to hear some of those classics in like a new blood, I guess you could say, with a live band that we've never heard before.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. So I think in my head, Wiggle Dance is like the perfect OG Wiggle show. Although we started Monkey Dance. Put those in, it's a perfect show.
For sure.
Yeah,
For
it's
sure.
strange they didn't do Monkey Dance for a while there in like 96, 97.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't doing Monkey Dance.
Yeah.
In 98, it came back and pretty much never left.
Yeah. That was
Yeah,
the
that's
new
true.
instrumental.
If we are talking about, just to dive back to favourite songs quickly, I know with the staple songs, Monkey Dance is probably my favourite.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 That and
It's
Fruit
gotta
Salad,
be.
staple favourites. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think my favorite staple song is probably Can You Point, but the 95 version. 95 version of Can You Point is just the best.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. All right. What would your advice be for anyone like getting picked on or just for being a Wiggles fan? 'Cause-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens. No, it happens. So I can give you a story if you want. Back when I was probably in maybe year 4, year 5, I never got bullied, but, you get kids like saying, oh, why do you like that? You're too old for that. That's a baby show. You know what I mean? But it's hard, but just got to ignore it, because my philosophy is if there's something in life that makes you happy and it's not hurting yourself or anyone else, embrace it. Do you know what I mean? Because especially in the COVID times, the world can be so sad. There's lots of sadness in the world. So if there's something here that's making you happy, don't worry about it. Just block out all the haters and you go for it. I was fortunate enough to pursue that passion, and it worked out for me, which is great. But even if I wasn't involved with the Wiggles now, I'd still be happy because they'd be in my life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So
For sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
I've actually had a lot of people like actually talk to me about them getting sort of picked on for liking the Wiggles. And believe it or not, I've always kind of used you as the example. It's like, I'm sure Michael has dealt with stuff like that, but really when it comes to the Wiggles, look where he is now. You know what I mean? Look what he's been able to accomplish. And it's quite an inspiration to a lot of these kids, and
Oh,
so just keep doing what you're doing, man, because you got all of us supporting you.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, as I said, if it makes you happy, go for it. Yeah.
Sure. I think we actually just skipped like 3 questions. I realized it now.
Got a few collection questions.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I thought we were on a different, or I just wasn't
That's
looking
all
right, I guess.
That's all right. Question 18.
All right. What is your favorite item in your Wiggles collection?
Okay. So I've got. This is how I'm going to say I'm crazy, guys, but I had to out a storage shed, which is head to toe full of Wiggles merch, because it got so big. My favorite thing is I've put a picture of it on my Instagram. It's a giant framed Toot Toot poster signed by the OG Wiggles, and I got that when I was 6 for my birthday, and I got a video of it, of me getting it. So, and it's always hung up on my wall. So it's very nostalgic to me. I love that one. When I got into like fully collecting, I've always collected stuff, but when I knew I was a Wiggles collector, I went nuts on eBay years ago. I got so much stuff, but one of my favorite things I got was this 1997 like cassette Walkman, and it's got Dorothy on it, and it's got headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Film in the box, but yeah, I love that, because the 1997 merch is my favorite stuff to get. Yeah. The purple box and the colored outside. Yeah.
Oh, and those cartoons, man. Those cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the best.
Anything with that, I try and get, like I've got like Wiggles Glow in the Dark stuff from 1997. I got the original dolls all still boxed of Dorothy, Wags and Henry. Of course, the bobbleheads They're iconic. Yeah. It's just, so I got Greg Champ. Yeah. And this one's going to sound funny, but I got Wiggles tinned pasta from many years ago. If I open it, it might be another pandemic because it's.
I was gonna say I wouldn't open it.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Not for, but I'm scared of what's inside.
Yeah.
That was very good pasta. That was very good to eat because they had the shapes of the cartoons.
Yeah, that's it,
very,
man.
very chunky. You could really bite into it.
Yeah, we got a few of those tins in the collection.
Yeah.
Because basically one day, once I get the space and stuff, I want to set it up, take photos of it all, and hopefully get a Guinness World Record for Wiggles collection. That's a goal one day for years' time. Yeah. How about you guys? Do you collect any Wiggles merch or videos? And
Yeah.
I haven't got too big of a collection, but I will show you one of my favorite items I just got pretty recently.
yeah,
This signed Yummy Yummy VHS by the OGs and Captain Feathersword to Daniel. I'm not sure who Daniel is, but
hey, Dave, watching.
shout out to Daniel. Hope you don't miss your copy of Yummy Yummy too much, but you can't have it back is all I'm saying.
I know Daniel. Daniel's got a sister called Molly, and Big Wiggles. Daniel and Molly.
Daniel and Molly. There you go.
Yeah, that was before Molly, though. They weren't friends yet.
That's awesome. Sam, I think I can see a Wags behind you.
Yeah, Wags.
Yeah.
Sam's got some crazy stuff, man. He's got some
cool.
crazy stuff.
That's awesome, man. Jakey, what do you have, my friend?
Yeah, I've been collecting pretty much my whole life. It's just I've been getting more and more things. A lot of my really rare stuff, I guess, has come recently, which is cool.
Yeah.
I've started over the past 2 or 3 years, really, actually. Started to get into collecting a lot of the cassettes.
Yeah.
So I have 20 of those now, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, they're hard to
Got
find.
quite the collection.
Yeah,
Just on eBay, just constantly looking on there and on other websites as well.
yeah. Oh, that's cool, man. My goal for this year is to try and get more of the US tapes. I don't have many, so
Yeah.
I want to build that up. I got the Wiggles
You
movie,
know.
or I should say, the Wiggles Magical Adventure. I got a sealed copy of that VHS.
That's cool.
That's the only tape I got, so I got to get more of the US tapes. Yeah,
Yeah. Another thing I got recently, which I just have right here, is Meet the Wiggles on VHS. It was a rental store exclusive, so it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
that is so cool. Yeah.
Been looking for this for years, so it's cool
And
to.
Jake, what's the contents
What
of
was it? Oh, it's just Wiggle Time and Yummy Yummy.
Oh, cool.
Basically
Yeah.
squashed in like a big super video kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Like we were saying, that's the best intro to the Wiggle. So
Yeah, that's
Show,
it.
Yeah.
show Meet the Wiggles if you got a copy. Show Meet the Wiggles.
Come to meet.
Yeah.
Sam and Jake, did you guys just recently kind of team up to get something that's pretty rare in the cassette world? If you don't mind me talking about
yeah.
that.
So recently I wanted to buy the Sailing Around the World cassette that went on eBay a while back, and it didn't ship to the US, so I had Sam here buy it or purchase it for me, and then I'm gonna give him the money and he's gonna send it to me. So that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
yeah,
That's-
I'm the mule,
The mule.
the Wiggles cassette mule.
Oh,
Yeah.
with safe hands. Yeah, that's cool.
I guess we may have actually hit on this, but what is
Yeah.
the rarest item you think you have in your Wiggles collection?
Oh, so this is a hard one. Is it just merchandise wise?
Doesn't matter. Just
Anything.
whatever counts.
I have some skivvies and a Wiggles belt buckle, an official one.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. So maybe the Wiggles belt buckle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
Sure.
rare. So it's kind of following on, staying in the collection realm. Is there something that you're looking out for, that you're wanting to get, that you've got
Yeah.
your eyes on?
Yeah, it's definitely what I said before is for US tapes. I'd love to get some more of those. But getting shipped to Australia, as you probably know, Sam, is a lot of money. So one day I'll get onto those. What else do I like merch-wise? Okay, so I've got the full set of the 2004 Spin Master dolls of Greg Murray and Jeff Anto. I've got the all box. I got the set, but I don't have Captain, and I want to get Captain in box. I haven't got him yet, so I feel like I need him. That's on my goal.
Yeah,
I used to have Captain. I don't know where he went. He's just gone. Sucks.
Oh, one day, guys. One day we'll have him.
Yeah.
One day, someday.
He's lost at sea. We'll find him.
But you know what's just like stupidly priced on eBay sometimes is the cowboy dolls. Like, wow.
Yeah,
They're so expensive.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just look through this really quick, see if we missed any questions by chance.
Yeah.
I don't think I asked this. But we may have touched on it. Wiggle song that should be brought back to the shows, or Wiggle songs that should be brought back to the shows, for, like these days, like the new Fruit Salad TV era of Wiggles or whatever.
How? Definitely Urut's Captain Feathersword. That'd be cool to come back. You know, it's great in Celebration, but I want to hear how the new guys sing it too.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be cool to take on that song. What's the Henry songs? What Henry song could come back? Swim, Henry, swim. That'd be cool, as you said.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I reckon those two would be so good. Wiggle bass songs. What Wiggle bass songs would work well? Yeah, Dancing in the Sand would be great. Again, I know Greg will love that one.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And Everybody Dance. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. But man, that song might be like 5 minutes long now with the Fruit Salad TV Wiggles.
Oh, that'd be the whole concert.
I think Toot's going to be about 10 minutes long now. If they might have to get like a big red bus.
That's it.
Or like two separate big red cars. Sahai drives one, Kelly drives the other.
That's it.
Or something like that.
Oh man. Let's see what happens. But yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. All right. I think we've got one more question, and that's Michael, what's next for you? Do you have any new music projects coming anytime soon, or anything creative on the horizon?
Yeah. Well, the major plan is to get out of isolation tomorrow. I can't wait and fly home. I'm so excited for that. Then once I'm back, obviously got some wiggly things coming up. I've got some more shows of Humphrey Bear in next week or so. And then I'm working on some of my own music too, which I love to.
Right.
Fun. Me and a guy called Jake Cropley. He's a fantastic musician, and we've been working on about 5 or so new songs that will hopefully come out in the next few months. We're going to film some music videos, put them up on YouTube and Instagram, and I'm excited for you guys to see them.
Yeah, we'll look
That's
forward
awesome.
to that.
Hey, if you need any extra players, you got 2 guys right here.
You guys there? Yeah,
For
we
sure.
did. Last year we did the I Like to Paint song. The Bilby Bounce was the OG song.
I remember Bilby Bounce.
Yeah, they went through a few stages, that song. There might even be a new one coming out. So it's always kind of
Why not?
But definitely excited for more stuff to come out music wise.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, Michael, this has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for being our very first guest on the Testing 1 2 3 podcast. We've been talking about this for a while. But I'm glad we finally got to make it happen.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. My first podcast.
Yeah, of course. We'd love to have you back sometime. We're planning on having a couple episodes where we discuss tours, rank and review albums, stuff like that. If you ever want to come back for one of those, we'd love to have you.
I'll be back.
Fantastic. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for tuning into Testing 1 2 3. We'll see you on the next episode, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Woo!
Testing